This is David with High Performance Stoicism. I want to talk to you about the Stoic view of courage. And in particular, I want to talk about what is distinctive of it compared with other views of courage, especially Aristotle's. Remember, the Stoics say that courage has to do with acts of endurance. And that's it. That's the subject of courage. What does Aristotle say about courage? He says, strictly speaking, a man is courageous if he faces fearlessly a situation where he is threatened with instant death, in particular in battle. So, for Aristotle, the subject of courage is much narrower. We can only really talk about whether someone's courageous or a coward when it comes to a situation where they are threatened with death. In contrast, the Stoic view is that, well, endurance can be called for in many kinds of situation. And so I would say the Stoics have a unrestricted view of courage. It applies to life in many areas. So let's talk about some things that the Stoics say about endurance to see that this is so. Epictetus says, if hardship comes to you, you will find endurance. And if you think about it, hardship is no fun, but it's definitely not life threatening. But you can find within yourself the seed of courage to deal with such hardship, and many people have to do that. And I think the Stoic view of courage matches better the contemporary view of courage embedded in the English language because we think if someone's in a hardship situation, we would say, be courageous. So that matches our view in that respect. Here's another famous quote about endurance from Epictetus. He says, men do not become heroes overnight. We have to endure a winter training. Now think about this. The winter training he's talking about is Stoic practices. But there are many Stoic practices that have nothing to do with actually facing situations that could spell your death. They could involve discomfort, they could involve pain, they could involve just our having to be impatient with a really annoying situation. But if the Stoics say you just keep using that seed of courage within you to endure rationally under such situations, then you're moving toward having courage. Now, Aristotle does make an important point because the Stoics would agree that you could only perhaps know for sure that their soul really truly was courageous if they were threatened with death. But it's not just military training that makes you courageous. There's things that you can deal with every day that require some endurance, require you to draw upon the courage you have within you. And all of that's going to add up to making you a mentally stronger person. So that's it for my discussion of what's distinctive of courage for the Stoics. One thing that is, and if you want to do some Stoic practices to move toward courage, I have some information below about my High Performance Stoicism Coaching. Otherwise, do me a favor, like, subscribe, make a comment. It will be all good. I'd appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.